Hi everyone and welcome back to my Rover P6 restoration. I'm Stuart and today I've come over to get this engine out. I know I said that was what I was going to do last time, which I ran out of time so I couldn't do it. But today it's coming out. I've only got a couple more bits left to undo anyway. Got to undo this tie bar here. I've got to disconnect the starter motor and then the engine mounts, and the gearbox mount, and then I think that's it. So yeah, that's about it really. Yeah, I can't see anything else down there. I have to get the starter wires from underneath. I might try and film it. I was looking for my mount to put the camera on my head, but I appear to have put it somewhere really safe, which I have no idea where that is. So yeah, I'll just have to make do today. But right, anyway, if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, let's do something. Right, below you can see what I'm doing. This nice clean engine, look. That's all I need to do here at the minute is just unbolt the main lead from the start motor. Then there's an engine mount up here. Oh. Sometimes you feel like getting too old for doing this stuff, but there you go. Oh, that's a 13, not an half inch, isn't it? Really? Oh, 13? Yeah, 13. That's better. Obviously on the Rover you've got kind of like a, I don't know what you call it, but the cable is just a short cable that joins to a, I can't, what's the word? An insulator. It's like an insulated piece that's bolted through the floor, and then the main cable joins up there, and then the long cable that goes to your battery then joins to that. Oh, what's that wire? Well, clearly got to undo that bit as well, because someone has joined that wire behind that wire, which you don't really need to do it like that, to be fair. The starter motor, I can take that out once the engine's out. Why do they do that? Oh no, it's not. It's on screw. My mistake. Don't need to undo that because that wire's not joined on that. I've got a feeling the fact I've got two wires on here that it means that it's got a ballast system on it on the coil side. Alright. Just put that back on there loose, just so you don't lose it. Not that it's really the right nut anyway. And you look above your head and you see a bit more rot. Lovely. Oh, we'll worry about that later. Right. Oh yeah, I've got to disconnect the gear linkage as well. The gear selector. That's not a problem. Right, let's get a screwdriver, get that out. All of that. I suppose it should come undone easy though, because it's covered in oil anyway. We just disconnect them two smaller wires. And just screw it back in there so I don't get lost, knocked. And then the upper one's thicker. Do you think we'll be able to remember that when it eventually goes back together? Probably not. I can't even see it. That's it, I think. Yeah, that's it, I've got it. Definitely very oily under it. Right, so that's that disconnected. Just going to let that out of the way down there for now. I think that's all the wiring off of there. Right, so we need to get the gear selector off next. I'm not really sure what you're going to be able to see here, but I'll just keep filming stuff, and if you don't see this then you won't know about it anyway, will you? There's just like a little split pin on the end of the selector, and there's selector cable, I mean. Not using none of this anyway. There you go, it's the split pin out. Hopefully that'll just push out. I'll bet it doesn't. Probably been in there about 400 years, so. There's a bubble as well. It kind of looks like it's got a head on it. Yeah, it has. So it would appear that it also screws in. Yeah. So it screws in, and then it's got a so as you can see, it screws in. Don't know whether you can see that very well. Then there's a spring on it, and then the split pin goes through the other side. So we'll put that back in there anyway, even though we're not using it. And then we're going to undo the big nut, hopefully. Not a lot of room to get in there. Oh. 3/4. That's 19, so it's going to be the same size. It's this size. Might not be that size, I don't know if that's big enough. Oh yeah, that'll do. I can't imagine, it won't be tight anyway. Again, I don't know what you can see, but oh, don't you hate it when a nut goes and then it decides, no, I'm not going to be finger tight no more. Right, that's it. That's the cable disconnected. So that's that off of the gearbox. So that leaves the gearbox mount, where obviously I need to put a jack under it or something to stop that dropping. Which appears that it's nuts and bolts. It's doing it with nuts and bolts. What a weird idea. Right, yeah, I'm gonna move the camera around a bit, move the light, and then we'll carry on. Right, so before I carry on and unbolt that bit, you can also see up there that I've got to undo the other end of the cable for the automatic and undo the stick, because obviously with me putting a manual gearbox in it, all of that stuff isn't needed anymore. The rubber on underneath the handbrake cable looks good, so that's okay. I've got to scrape all of this off at some point as well. But anyway, yeah. Right, I'll be back in a sec. Well, I don't know if you can see this, but I just took the cable and the stick out, and it was literally, the end of the cable was literally in just a few threads. So when it dropped down on the floor, it actually just come out of there. So I mean, there's loads of thread on there. So someone obviously adjusted it up at some point on the end of the cable, rather than using the large nuts like you should. That's crazy. Anyway, that doesn't really matter to me, but it's just waiting for failure, that was, I think. Right, I need to also have a measure up here to get my centre point before I lower the gearbox down, just so I know that when my manual gearbox flange ends up in exactly the same place, so the prop should all line up correctly. Right, yeah, I'm not going to film that. I'm going to do that, jot that down, and then we'll get these bolts out, get that lowered down. Then I think it's just the two front engine mounts, and then we're ready to lift it out, I think. Right, so I lied, I am going to film it. As it didn't take me 3 hours to find the tape measure, which is quite amazing in itself. So we got 4, I don't know. What should we go for? So we got like 6 1/4 down inches. See my top quality drawing. And we got like 3 3/4 inches that side. There's 3.5 from that side. It's just I've got sort of a datum point as to where it was originally. I mean, it's not going to be far out anyway, but yeah, we'll just make a note of it and then we'll know. Right, anyway, let's chuck that over there. And then try and find a couple of spanners to undo. Yeah, that's the thing, I've just made a note of that, but the mounts are really sloppy anyway, so it's not going to be absolutely spot on anyway. There's the half inch. Where's the 13mm gone? So there's 3 bolts in this. Chuck them in my little box. Don't know if that's a spacer or whether that's part of the mount. They're not the easiest to get to, some of them. We've got the one here that is only on the by half a nut, so that's top quality. Obviously had the bolt changed at some point, and now we can't get that. Right, I'll get a socket. Oh, God. Now that one's only hanging on by a thread, literally. Oh. Trying to get hold of the top of the bolt, pull it out. There we got it. I said that bolt's too short, really. So chuck it in there. Right, one more. This one's got a lock nut on it, so this one's going to go round and round. Yeah, so I need to try and get my spanner on the back of that. Sorry if my head's in the way, but it's quite awkward getting the spanner on the top. I'm trying not to keep dropping the socket as well. Alright, that's the last one of them. So I think, apart from the engine mounters at the front and there's an earth strap to the front cross member, I think everything's undone here now. I should be able to lower this down slightly and hopefully it just come down a bit. I'm not sure how far it's going to go. Oh, quite a long way by the look of it. Damn, I didn't expect it to come down that far. It don't matter, what's this then? Oh, speedo cable. You lot didn't remind me about the speedo cable, did you? That's it. Fancy putting a speedo cable on top of the gearbox. Mental! Find a pair of grips and hopefully these are dirt. It shouldn't be that tight, should it? Oh, it's coming. I don't suppose you can see that a bloody thing. Oh, there we go. Nearly that. What I think I know now is that when I put the manual box in is that the speedo cable was not going to be long enough. But anyway. Right, yeah, so that's me done at this end. So now I need to go back up the front. So I will be back shortly. Once again, not sure what you can see, but on that body, earth body there, and then you've got the engine mount there, and that's 11/16 the engine mount. This one should be 5/8, hopefully. Oh yeah, that's alright. I wasn't sure what it was going to be like because obviously the block on the V8 is aluminium, so sometimes the steel gets a bit sticky with it, but not this time, so that's good. Alright, so that's that one out. I don't know if I'm going to get that in there like that. The answer to that is no. Not 3/4. No, not 3/4. Alright, I need to find 11/16 spanner. Ugh. Hopefully I can find one straight away, otherwise I have to turn the handle. Well, found a broken one. Got 17, but I think that's going to be the wrong one. We'll try 17 because it might have had the engine mounting changed in its past. Yeah. Bit of a pain, but you can't really get. You can't get your socket in there. I suppose I could get a bendy one, but by the time I found one of them, I'd have done it. Oh, where did that go? You want to see where that went? Oh, bright light. Right by the camera, right by the leg. Right, so that's them bolts out. Right, I'm going to switch the camera off now. Just undo the other engine mount on the other side. A quick check round to see if there's anything else that needs to come off. Which actually there is, there's a tie bar across the top. Yeah, so I'll be back up there in a minute. I'll be back. Right, so I'm back up top. I think the only bit I need to undo now is this. I just had another look underneath. I can't see any other cables or pipes or bolts or anything. So I'm going to get this undone and then I'll drop it back down on the floor, push it out a bit, and then we're going to start getting this thing out. Right, well hopefully you can see something. I've got my hoist all ready now. I've got a strop round it. The actual engine strop won't go through the loop, so hopefully this will be alright. I think I might need to jack out the back end, because apparently that helps and get it out a bit easier, but I'll see what it lifts up like. Hopefully we have enough clearance. In fact, I think I'm going to shorten that a little bit. Well, knots aren't the best. I've never had an engine fall off yet. That's better. So if you make it too short, then you've got no movement. Coming. Obviously ideally you need two of you to do this. It does make it easier, but there's only one of me, so you have to make do. We just have to try and get a hand on it. Put it back in. I can't see anything connected up, so we'll keep going. Oil filter's close in the front though. run out. Right, well, I think what I'm going to do is unchock the car, push my road car out of the way a little bit, and then push the car back rather than dragging the engine hoist out. Then I can lift this up, get it over there. Excellent. Let's push this back a little bit then in a sec. Whoa. Straighten it up a little bit. Yeah, I need to shorten that chain. I'll put it back in. Because this isn't an ideal way to do it. But that's it, it is out. I'm not sure how much you saw that, but as you can see, it's out now. So, yeah, that wasn't too bad actually. At the end of the day, it might be a big engine, but an engine's an engine. I'd still rather do this in some front wheel drive thing with drive shafts and stuff. But yeah, it's all good. So this is all nice and clear out now, so we can get to that bit down there, so we can weld that up at some point, do the other bits, clean and degrease it all in there, make sure there's no more welding, and if there is, do it. And yeah, that's about it. Right, anyway, I think I'm going to call that it on this episode, and once again, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more. And until next time, take it easy. Job done.